Look, we'll start things off. Look, the world champions, Chelsea, did win the Club World Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup. Did anybody watch it? Did anybody feel like yeah, was it worthwhile? Was it worth it? I tell you right now, I didn't watch an ounce. Not an ounce.
It was a fun tournament. It was a fun tournament. I see the allure of it. I think, do you know what it is? I understand everyone's point of view. Like, it's at the end of the season. Why are we still playing football? But I also understand the need to revamp the Club World Cup. It was a somewhat unserious tournament that happens halfway through the season. And then suddenly you have to go to like Dubai or Japan and play 3 games whilst you still got Champions League, the Premier League is still on. And unless you won the Champions League, you didn't give a monkeys about it. I think time will tell to see how it goes. Playing it in America kind of stunk. I think it would be in another country. It could be so much better. So let's see. But overall, it's a positive thing.
To be honest, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm going to say, because you spoke about it being in America. To be honest, I think it would have stunk anywhere. I think it's the timing of it was the biggest issue, like you've already mentioned. I think the fact that the season was done, nobody really had any emotions in this tournament. Nobody really was invested in it. I think, obviously, from a Chelsea perspective, the team needed to win. Like, we need to get wins under our belt. And that was why winning the Conference League was important. And then going into this Club World Cup gives the squad a bit of a boost, a young squad that ain't really won before. And I think most of the other teams didn't have that drive. Obviously, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern, these teams still turned up and tried to win. But when they lost, none of them are crying about losing. It's not that deep. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you get knocked out of a Champions League semi, you're very upset. So I enjoyed the tournament, but I enjoyed it because Chelsea were in it. If they weren't in it, I probably would have just watched semi-final, maybe.
Yeah. I think the idea, you know what? I think as the tournament did go on, I totally understand it, right? Besides the nonsense of like the RB Leipzigs of this world making it, Juventus, whoever it was that made it in there, you know, Dortmund, people are not winning these competitions to get in there in the first place. Didn't understand any of that. But the idea that they made it into like a more World Cup-y type of format, I can understand in order to get people to sort of plug eyes into it. And the money, I think, is the only thing that saved it. If it was saved, the fact that you won, what did Chelsea get? 100 million for winning it?
Yeah,
that's the same fee as the Champions League. You know what I mean? If you win the Champions League, get to the Champions League final, all that kind of stuff, that's 100 million you bank at the end of the season.
Considering it's every 4 years, I don't think the money's actually as much as everyone made out to be.
Fair. That's a good point. But you could end up being a club like Chelsea who win the Champions League and the Club World Cup in the same year, 200 million you've pocketed. Like that doesn't
bent.
Yeah.
Football is bent. The fact that there's still the old format is still kind of in play with the intercontinental thing is still madness.
Well, so exactly.
Yeah. Like I thought they got rid of it completely, but they still have the thing at the end of December. So I'm like,
I think the best place to have the Club World Cup, and this is just my bias, it's just purely having it in Europe or in your Brazil, Argentina type places where they're football mental, they're football crazy. In Brazil, it's currently in the middle of their season anyway, in the middle of their league. In Argentina, same way. In Europe, I mean, you could stick it in Denmark, for goodness sake. They've got 30,000 seater stadiums, 40,000 seater stadiums, and that looks better than sticking it in the Rose Bowl in California, where no one supports.
Yeah, but you got to remember it's a FIFA tournament, so they just put it in the place where the next World Cup is going to be.
So the next World Cup
announced the next one.
Where's the next World Cup?
I swear it's in Saudi. No.
So we're gonna have a FIFA Club World Cup in Saudi. Is that what you're telling me?
No. So the FIFA Club is 2034. The next one, remember, it's the 100th anniversary. So it's in Spain, Morocco, Portugal, and then you got the first 3 games down in South America. Man. Yeah. But the majority of the World Cup is in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal. So
yeah, fair.
But the next one is Saudi. You said
no. The one
that's
after
2034. Yeah,
2034 is Saudi.
Oh right, okay. So the next one is the gimmick. Oh okay.
Yeah. The next one's the gimmick.
We're going to
Yeah,
like Paraguay and whatnot, yeah?
I don't know. Yeah. But realistically, I do think all of the issues were to do with the timing of the tournament rather than the location. I don't think USA was that big a deal.
Anyway,
Put it in the middle of the world. Put it in Europe, so time zone, so everyone can be like more happy.
stick it in Europe, man. Anything, Oscar? Anything to say about your boys winning it? You know, how do you feel Chelsea have unlocked football? Basically, they've clocked everything.
We've won it all.
Conference.
We've won it all. We've won it. We've won it
You
all.
bought it all, but fair enough. Yeah.
Is that wait? Are you having a Chardonnay? Is that?
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't even know what to call this one. Where's the bottle? I don't even know what to call this one. It's like this is high level. It's high brow. I got it from work. High brow.
Fair enough. No. In all seriousness, I think Chelsea winning the Club World Cup is great for the players, like great for the club. Just because we can make a big deal out of it, even though it's not a big deal. Do you know what I mean? It's as big as you want to make it. Like it's kind of as big as you want to make it. Like Chelsea just signed a player called Jorel Hato from I think Ajax. Might not be Ajax. It's from Eredivisie. Yeah. And in the announcement for him, we've got his kit, and then the kit has the Club World Cup badge, and they're zooming in on the badge and making it seem like, oh, this is so great to join the world champions. So I think it's one of those things where how Chelsea play the next 4 years will very much determine how valued this thing is. Because if Chelsea go and start winning, if Chelsea win a league title or win a Champions League, and we're now seen as one of the the bigger clubs in Europe again, then it makes that tournament just look a lot better. It makes that then it feels like, oh, a team has to win this. But if Chelsea go back to finishing,
I don't think your performance in the next 4 years has any bearing on that trophy.
Oh, it definitely does. I think it definitely does.
I don't think it has any bearing on that trophy. I think we're going to forget about that trophy by May 2026.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't think anybody's going to give a damn about that trophy. And also I don't think there's any association with the Club World Cup winner, as much as the gap is now for 4 years. I don't think there's going to be any correlation that will occur if you win the league within the next 2 years. You are Chelsea Football Club who won the league in England. We have to wait 3-4 more years to find out who the next team is. I think it has no bearing.
What I'm saying is, by the time the next 4 years comes around, if Chelsea are a powerhouse within European football, then it makes that tournament seem more prestigious because the holders going into it are a serious team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who's thinking about the Club World Cup winners by the end of this season?
No, they'll be thinking about it by the next Club World Cup.
People forget about it. Obviously, it's like Chelsea will be in a conversation in the next Club World Cup because you're the holders.
Yeah.
But in the sandwich of time, nobody's going to associate you with your success or failure with the Club World Cup.
That's the whole point of the Club World Cup. It's the last 4 years.
Oscar, you can make rules of what something should be, and then there's what something is going to be. You can say that we should look at you in that context, but are we going to look at you in that context? Because we don't care. The numbers, the viewing numbers showed us what people thought about the competition. Yes, I agree. Yes, we're football fatigued. Yes, there's been too much football, but ultimately, nobody cared. I watched 2 games. I watched 45 minutes of Madrid Juve. I watched a bit of Chelsea PSG. Sorry, Chelsea PSG was the final. I think I watched PSG and some other team for 45 minutes, and that was it. And again, my team being in there or not being in there had nothing to do with it. Football's football. I watched United Everton yesterday. Like the withdrawal has started to set in because I know it's Prem's coming back. My point is, I don't think anybody cares, including Chelsea fans.
I agree. I agree with you that people don't really care now. But I'm saying by the next tournament, that level of care can either go up, or it can go down, or it can stay the same. And I'm saying if Chelsea perform very well, it becomes a more prestigious tournament. Does anyone agree?
So that's what I'm saying. What you said before, I agree. What you just said now, I don't agree. I don't think the prestige goes up or down. I don't think anybody cares about the cup.
I genuinely think that if Barcelona, Real Madrid start winning these Club World Cups, right, in this format, I think the Club World Cup will gain momentum because it's of the scarcity of the tournament, number one. But number two, if the big teams, not that they don't take it seriously before, but before it was you played 2 matches, right? Back in the day, it was you played someone in the semi from Asia, then you played one of the South Americans in the final or Central Americans. Now it's a case of there's a lot more teams, and it could be a bit of a slog, but we've always got a Euro. We've always now got a summer tournament, bar 1 out of 4 years. So when we look forward to the Euros or we look forward to the World Cup, you know, the Club World Cup could be that thing. That the only problem is
you see that little bit. You just your eyebrow. This is exactly
meditation.
The only negativity
when you said Euros and World Cup. And then you try to bring little bro in there. It's like, no.
Do you know what it is? The only thing where I agree, Ernest, is that you'll get palate fatigue for club football in the summer. After a season of 60 games, you know, your team's played 60 matches. Sky Sports put out, I think yesterday, 210 games on.
Bro, I was walking to Tesco. I saw the big billboard near what's it called? Brent Cross. It said, from 180 something to 215. I said, we don't need this many games on Sky Sports.
No, Ernest, I saw the same poster this morning on the way to work.
Yeah, said, we don't need this many games.
Where have these games come from?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, 100 more games. That's just Sky. That's not even
that's just Sky.
Ain't no Prime, no BT Sport. That's just Sky.
Thank you. That's just Sky.
There's no Prime this year, so they've nicked those. Clearly, they've clearly taken them.
Oh, is there no Prime?
Yeah, there's no Prime. Prime is only Champions. Prime is only Champions League now. So,
and even then, it's only on a Tuesday, isn't it? Champions League, and it's the Tuesday main game. So,
and I'm assuming that TNT have the majority of the Champions League games anyway.
Yep.
Yes.
So the point I'm making is, you're always up for the Euros. You're always up for the World Cup. The Club World Cup ain't it, bro. I don't care if Barcelona win the treble and win the Club World Cup. Man, don't care about the Club World Cup till it reaches the last stages.
Does it depend? Does it depend on who hosts it as well? Like, say for example, it went on Sky, or say it went on TNT. It's got your big commentators. It's got the presentation. It's got all the pre-match stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, it might have had it in DAZN. I wasn't paying attention, but the fact that it was on DAZN, nobody else took it up. Nobody really picked it up in that sense, right? I wonder, like, you know, if depending on advertising, Oscar knows this field well, like advertising sells. So if they pushed it to the point where, or even if Madrid, you know, like if Madrid changed their stance and said managers won't get sacked based on Champions League anymore, they're going to get sacked based on FIFA Club World Cups. It could shift the dynamic. Football always changes before we, like, you know, like it always changes and we never see it coming. And this could be another one of these new things in football that might change.